again to the channel. Yeah, as you can see, I was walking around. I came across this in the trash. Someone had this. It's old and it's falling apart, but you can see that I'm starting to tape it off. And yeah, I wanted to put a baseline coat on it. I'm just using the $2 chuck. It's relatively cheap. It's like $2, and I'm using the flat version of it. You can see it's dried really well, and I can see all the detail in there. It kind of gives me a starting point on what I want to do with it. As that is off to the side, I found this. They also threw out this secondary one. You can see I can't help myself. I'm starting to put some wire in. I'm thinking about the little details. I had to look that up. That's the name of it, that little bone in between. But I wanted to break it up so the both skulls don't have the same pattern. That's something that drives me nuts. It just looks factory made, but you can see I'm starting to build out the jaw there. I'm putting in the little details of that little connected jaw bone on the side that probably broke off with the resin over time. And then, yeah, there's a little muscle conjoining area on that bone that I'm looking at. Thinking about maybe adding some tendons to that later on, or some muscle. Yeah, just kind of zooming in, playing with it, reinforcing that jaw a little bit. And then, yeah, the secondary stick was broken, split in half. Now, if you don't know about this glue, I love this glue. I use it all the time. It's a home haunter must-have, in my opinion. It's only $7, and I glue rocks together, fix props with it. I always have it on hand. You can't go without it. You can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, or even Amazon. I think Amazon, it's cheaper. I think it's about $6 right now. But yeah, it is great. You'll see on my channel, I use it all the time. Here I am fixing this little staff that's broken in half. And got a little wire, just kind of push it together. I didn't want it to be shiny, so you'll see that I just took a shovel and scooped up some dirt and put it in the top of my cart here. And then I'll be, just applying it on the top just to kind of give it a little bit of texture, kind of break up that smooth pattern. I didn't like that so much, and I'll be permanently there. And then you can see I'm just kind of bringing it in to make sure that these are solid, never have to worry about it again. Just giving a little base in there. And then, yeah, these teeth, I get them for like $1.30 off of Temu. Of all places, eBay has them, and then, cheap places that get them overseas. But you can see I looked up the current price right now. It's about $2. If you guys are ordering things, add them in. You can't even make them for that price. The resin would cost way more. They just take an impression and then pour it in and then let it dry. But, yeah, I like to keep these on the back burner if I ever need them. Here it is. I have a project where I can use it, so I'm going to do it. You can see I've shaved off a little bit of them and stuck them in there. Again, I'm trying to break up the patterns so they don't look the same. And then I'm just putting a little aluminum foil on that wire frame that I built, kind of looking at it, thinking about what I want to do. And then, this is the other one I use, the $3. It's soft, it's latex. This is also sandable, just like the other one. You see I like a little pancake batter to kind of make it where I can kind of paint it on with the brush. Here I am sanding down that part I was just talking about, just to let me have a little bit more of an option there. Painting it on. I want to keep everything really thin. I don't want people to see that. You can see it's on there a little bit. I'm going to wet it down, kind of spread it out a little bit more. And then as it starts to dry, that jaw down there, I'm just going to be patting it down. You'll feel a little skin, almost like an membrane on it, and putting it on the other side too, and then just kind of brushing it in, keeping it, and I'm putting a little bit underneath that skull over there, just to kind of, give it a little bit. And then, I like to use the 50-cent apple barrel paints. If you do this, just make sure you have a clear sealer on it. But, antique parchment. They also do a antique white, and then burnt sienna. I use burnt sienna on everything. You can see I'm even putting it there on the pole to kind of get an idea. Doing it in between the teeth. Wood stain is another thing, just kind of give it that grime. There's that stick that sticks out of the other one, like that, break up the patterns. Apricot, they brush their teeth as well, kind of give it that spooky little grimy feeling in there, watering it down, just kind of breaking it up. And then there I am popping in those Temu teeth on the bottom. It's not perfect. I didn't want it to be perfect. I wanted this to have character. And then here I am putting burnt sienna, putting a little brown in there, just giving it a dirt feel, kind of feeling it out, getting some more detail. Here they are kind of taking shape. I'm happy with that. I wanted to put a little turquoise. Hey, maybe they had some copper and the top was a spear and it broke off or something. Kind of thinking about tribal things. What do they have? I like that little jaw that kind of gapes downward. Human, it's not perfect. It's not built by machines. This is organic. There's that turquoise, only 50 cents. Can't go wrong. Walmart, And I'm not using it all up. I'm just using little bits on this project. So it's under dollars, And everyone always says it's so expensive. But no, not really. I just use some tea. Here I am. That's schizophrenia diagrams that they do. I have a family member with it. But, yeah, it just creeps me out. And then the top, I'm playing around with that. I don't know if I like that. It's kind of like a machined look, printed look. The bottom's more, the dark and twisted that I kind of like. And, the person that has it has mental illness, so it is authentic. Here I am just swirling it around. And I do like that aged look. And going back, there's a lot of white on there. But don't worry about it. I'll put some tea on there. I'll break down the white a little bit more. I like to mix some water in there and water it down. There I am. I like that bottom one a lot more than the top, but I might use that top one. I don't know. I'm waiting on these. These are just motorcycle little like tassels that you can put on the handlebars. And that's really what I'm kind of building right now and working on. This is a new channel. If you guys like this video, if I taught you something, or if you guys have any comments that you can think of that could help me out in the build, please do that. I think the Halloween community is a great community. It's something that helps out other people. A lot of innovators out there, and it's a very helpful little community, and I want to be part of it, and I want to reach out there and do it. So welcome to Harvest of the Shadows, and I hope you guys stay safe, take care, stay spooky, and more to come.